All right, buckle up, everybody, because today we're going deep on large language model.
LMs?
LLMs, you got it.
That's
And
what all the cool kids are calling them.
yeah, exactly. They write poems and answer questions, and basically it seems like they're about to,
Take over the world.
yeah, take over the world. Well, get this.
It's about to get even wilder.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's happening?
We've got this new research paper about something called talk hair.
Talk hair.
Talk hair.
Okay.
And what's really cool is we're not just talking about making these LLMs like bigger and more powerful anymore, just scaling them up.
Right.
Talk hair is all about making them work together.
Worked together.
Yeah, like a team.
Like as a unit.
Yeah, like a well-oiled machine,
Okay.
but made entirely of AI.
Whoa. Okay, so that sounds pretty wild. But I think before we get, too far into the weeds here, can you just give us a little bit of background on why this team approach is such a big deal?
So think about it this way.
Okay.
Even the smartest person in the world can only, focus on so much at once.
Right.
And traditional LLMs, they're kind of like that. They can get bogged down in these really complex tasks.
Okay.
They can miss crucial information and even sometimes get swayed by the order that they see things in. Talkhire is designed to overcome these limitations
Oh.
by
Okay.
allowing LLMs to specialize and collaborate.
So it's kind of like having a team of experts instead of just one, super generalist who's trying to do everything.
Exactly. Each expert with their own, unique skills and perspectives.
Yeah.
And the research paper, it really dives into the specifics.
The nitty-gritty.
Yeah, the ingredients.
What makes Talkhire tick?
Exactly.
I like it.
Okay, so tell me, what are these ingredients? What are we talking about here?
Well, one key element is that each LLM on the team, it has its own memory, so to speak.
Okay.
So it doesn't get confused by what the other ones are doing.
Oh, so they're not stepping on each other's toes. Exactly. It's like giving each team member their own workspace, so to speak.
Yeah, I gotcha. Makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So, okay, their own memory, they've got their own space. So then how do they communicate with each other? Is it just like a big group chat going on?
No, it's much more structured than that.
Oh, okay.
That's where this communication protocol comes in.
Okay.
So it's not just random chatter. There's this very structured way for the LAMs to exchange information.
Huh. Okay, so almost like a meeting, like a well-organized meeting where everybody knows their role.
Yeah, exactly. Like they know when to speak, what information to share, and who needs to hear it. It's very elegant.
That's pretty cool. So there's a method to the madness here. It's not just AI brainstorming.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so we've got the separate memories, we've got the structured communication protocol, and then to top it off, there's a hierarchy within this team.
Yeah, just like in a well-run organization, right?
So are there AI bosses?
You could say that there are these supervisor LLMs that oversee the whole process.
Okay.
Making sure that everything stays on track and that the team is actually working effectively towards their goal.
I am loving this analogy of an actual human team, but made up of LLMs.
And the paper actually uses a very similar analogy to explain how it all works.
Okay, how so?
So they describe it as a team of experts tackling a problem together.
Okay.
You've got first your generator LLMs who are coming up with initial solutions, like a brainstorming team.
Okay, and then somebody's got to decide if those solutions are any good.
Right, that's where the evaluator LLMs come in.
Gotcha.
They're like the critical thinkers. They scrutinize the solutions
Okay.
based on specific criteria. So, some might be looking at the practicality of the solution, while others are assessing, its creativity or ethical implications.
So it's like a whole panel of judges, each with their own expertise.
Exactly, to get a well-rounded evaluation.
I like it. So then based on that feedback from the evaluators, then what?
Well, then the supervisor LLMs, they have to decide, okay, is this solution good to go, or does it need revisions?
Okay.
They're like the project managers, making sure everything moves along smoothly.
So if revisions are needed, who's handling that? Are there editor LLMs?
Not quite editors, but close. They're called revisor LLMs.
Reviser, okay.
And their job is to take all that feedback and polish the solution until it shines. Think of them like the master craftspeople, taking a rough draft and making it into a masterpiece.
So we've got generators, evaluators, supervisors, and revisers. That's quite the AI dream team, but I guess the question is, does all this teamwork actually lead to better results?
That's what we're going to be looking at in the next part.
Ooh.
Well, let me just say,
Yeah.
the results, they're pretty impressive.
Okay, I'm intrigued now. All right, so we're going to take a quick break and come back to find out just how well this AI dream team performs. I'm ready. Okay, so we're back, and I'm really excited to see this talk hire system in action. You mentioned, I think right before the break, that the results were pretty impressive.
They are.
So give me the details. How well did this AI dream team actually do?
So the researchers, they really put TalkHire through its paces.
Okay.
They tested it on a bunch of these benchmark data sets, which are,
Kind of like standardized tests for AI?
exactly.
Okay.
And one of these was something called the Massive Multitask Language Understanding Benchmark,
That's a mouthful.
MMLU.
MLU. Okay, what is that?
Basically, it covers a huge range of topics,
Like what?
from basic math and science to history, law, even social sciences.
Wow, okay.
It's designed to see how well, an AI system can understand and reason across all these different domains of knowledge.
So it's like an academic decathlon for AI.
Exactly. And get this, TalkHire consistently outperformed other cutting-edge systems on these tasks.
Okay, well, hold on. What does outperforming actually look like here? Like, give me an example.
Okay, so for example, college-level physics problems,
Okay.
TalkHire was able to solve them with a higher degree of accuracy than other systems.
So it's not just like plugging in numbers and formulas
No, it's about actually understanding the concepts,
and applying them.
yeah, to new situations.
So it's demonstrating some like real problem-solving abilities.
Hey.
That's pretty amazing for, something that's just lines of code.
And it's not limited to just one area. It
Right.
showed, similar success in things like U.S. foreign policy or marine learning, even formal logic.
Wow.
It's like TalkHire is this multi-talented scholar.
Yeah, excels in every subject. So, I mean, these academic tests are one thing, but I'm really curious about like how well it does on real-world problems.
Yeah, I know what you mean, the messier stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So did they look into that at all?
They did. In fact, they tested TalkHire on a task that's actually both really practical and incredibly complex.
What's that?
Generating Japanese advertisement copy?
Wow. Why Japanese ad copy?
Well, it's a fascinating challenge because it requires not just linguistic fluency, but also a deep understanding of, cultural nuances and marketing principles.
Yeah, it's not just about translating, right?
No, it's about capturing the tone and appealing to that specific audience.
And like reading the room, basically.
Exactly. And on top of that, Japanese ad copy often has these really strict character limits.
Okay.
So you have to be incredibly concise and impactful.
That makes sense. So how did TalkTire do?
It crushed it.
Really?
Yeah. Consistently generated ad copy that was actually judged by human evaluators to be more creative, more persuasive, and more culturally appropriate than stuff generated by other systems, including ones specifically designed for ad text generation.
Wow, that is really impressive. So it sounds like this team approach really does lead to some better results, both in, those raw problem-solving skills and the ability to adapt to those real-world challenges.
Absolutely. And to try to understand why it's so effective, the researchers conducted something called ablation studies.
Ablation studies, what is that?
So imagine like taking apart a car engine
Okay,
to see how each part contributes to how the engine works.
gotcha.
They essentially removed different aspects of TalkHire.
Like what?
So the structured communication protocol or that hierarchical team structure,
Okay.
just to see how it affected performance.
So they're trying to isolate the key ingredients, like what's actually making it work so well.
Exactly.
Other.
And what they found is that, each element of TalkHire really plays a crucial role. When they
Oh,
removed any of those key parts, performance dropped, like significantly.
so it's not just about throwing a bunch of LLMs together and seeing what happens.
No.
It's about the design, the structure.
Yeah, the communication, the hierarchy,
It all matters.
it all matters. And TalkHire's success really shows the power of thoughtful system design in AI.
Yeah. It's not just brute force. It's, creating the right environment for that collaboration, that innovation.
Yeah.
It's almost like they figured out like how to create a really effective AI team.
Yeah, and the implications of that are huge.
Yeah, where do we go from here? That's what I want to know. What does this mean for, the future of work, the way we solve problems, just like the role of AI in society in general?
Well, that's what we're going to talk about in the last part of our deep dive. We'll get into the broader implications of this research and what it could mean for all of us.
I was so ready for this. So we've been on this incredible journey exploring TalkHire and, how this framework lets these LLMs basically team up. Kind of like, I don't know.
The AI Justice League.
Yeah, exactly. The AI Justice League. It's crazy.
It really is remarkable to see how, this structured collaboration leads to these significant improvements in problem solving and even like creative tasks.
But as with any powerful new tool, there are always these bigger questions.
Yeah.
What does this all mean? The rise of AI teams like this, what does it mean for us, for the world?
That's where things get really interesting. TalkHire isn't just like this cool technical accomplishment. It's almost like a window into the future.
Okay, a window into the future. How so?
Well, a future where AI isn't just about like individual brilliance. It's about collective intelligence.
Oh, I like that. So paint me a picture. What does that future look like?
Okay, imagine a world where you've got AI teams designing sustainable cities,
Wow.
composing symphonies,
Okay.
even developing personalized medical treatments.
Like, whoa.
Tasks that would take human teams, years to accomplish, potentially could be done in a fraction of the time.
Yeah, that is both really exciting, but also a little bit intimidating, to be honest.
Yes.
It makes me wonder, like, where do humans fit into all of this? Are we all just going to be replaced by these super efficient AI teams?
I mean, that's the question a lot of people are asking, and it's completely understandable to feel some apprehension.
Yeah.
But I really believe that, AI, even in its most advanced forms, is going to be a tool that augments human capabilities,
So it's not about humans versus AI. It's about humans and AI
working together.
working together. Okay.
Yeah, think of it as a collaboration where, AI handles maybe that heavy lifting of data analysis, complex computations, creative exploration even.
Right.
But humans, they provide that guidance, the intuition, and those really important ethical considerations.
I like that perspective a lot. Yeah, it's less about AI taking over and more about, AI helping us reach our full potential as humans.
Exactly. And this collaboration, it's going to require all of us to adapt, to evolve.
Yeah, absolutely.
We need to develop new skills, learn how to work alongside AI, and, understand how to really use it to our advantage, but also know its limits.
Yeah, I think it's a really exciting time to be alive, but also it's like a little scary. Like we're on the precipice of something really big.
Yeah,
It's almost like we're entering this new era of like human evolution where our intelligence is being amplified by these AI partners.
I think that's a great way to put it. And it's an era that is full of possibilities.
Yeah,
Imagine the problems we could solve, the things we could discover, the things we could create.
it's mind blowing.
With this kind of collaborative power, it's pretty amazing.
It is. It's thrilling and a bit daunting, but I think, definitely a future worth exploring.
And that's the beauty of research like Talk here. It gives
Yeah.
us a glimpse into what could be, what might be possible, and it challenges us to think critically about this stuff, about AI and its role in our world.
Well, this has been an absolutely incredible deep dive into the world of AI, and I have a feeling this is just the beginning. Who knows what incredible breakthroughs are just around the corner. Thanks for joining us.